let's decorate a few more daily pages in my journal. And I do have a few more pages to go through, but I thought I will work a bit ahead so that I can have them ready for use as the week rolls by. So if you want to see how I prep my daily journal, stay tuned. Hello everybody, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. So this is my daily journal, and I do, as I said, I have a few more pages. So I need about a week's worth of pages prepped now. So I have some stickers that I have pulled out, and this is in fact from Martinez Sticker Company, and I just used to flip the images so that they will be exactly symmetrical, because I'm going to be doing some simple Dutch doors with them. I also have my gyro cut and the cutting mat handy, the self-healing one, along with a few other sticker books, some from Happy Planner, some from the Priya'screativeplans, and a lot from Planything. So for Planything, you can use my code Priya10. Also, the journal from Archer and Olive, the same Priya10 works there as well. And for Priya'screativeplans, I'm no longer an affiliate on the new term. I did not hop on this time. I had not even applied, because figuring out the logistics with every release was kind of getting in the way. So I just decided to keep it a break. So if you would like to buy anything from Priya'screativeplans, this is the new one of the new sticker books, and you can use somebody else's affiliate link to brighten up their day. And for Martinez Sticker Company, Priya 15 earns you 15%, and my cute freebie. And this was from last year from Caitlin Plans, and I was on her rep team, and this was towards the end of my term, and she had gifted all of us, the reps, the entire release that came out that time. So that is nice and cute. I thought I had not gotten a chance to use that last year, so might as well use it now. So I need about 7-8 pages. So first one, I think I'll go with this. So as I said, it is exactly symmetrical, so it will be the easiest thing. So that is something you can look for. You need to look for some of those shapes and some of those elements that you will have some interest when you cut along them. So that is the only thing you need to look for. And I will be, let me just grab my scissors. So this is how it looks, and I will be kind of trying to make sure I cut it straight so that we can each of the sides. So that is, we'll try and line it up like so that we can still use the majority of the space on each day. So the one thing you could do is, see what I mean? You can, yeah, so this, you could do it like so, and you will see what I do with the straight edge here. Because the daily journal, I try to do it quick, so not as elaborate as the creative journal, which I do only once a month. So this one is practically for everyday journaling, and I like to keep it fairly simple. So just doing a bit of an overlap so there is hardly any white space in here. And there are some of these spaces in between. So what I will do is I will come and include a couple of these spiders who are kind of hanging out on there. So there we have a nice edge, and I also will come and add one of these. Should I have it here? No. Yeah, I think that's good enough. So I will come and add this here just to finish off that edge without any white space. And then I will come and trim the Dutch door, and then you know the process. So I have lots of videos decorating my daily journal and also my creative journal. So if you would like to see more, I also have a series coming. So let me just take out my cutting mat and my gyro cut. Quick, simple Dutch doors. That's what we are doing here. So I'm just starting from here and just outlining that sticker, which already has a bit of an edge or the white around the sticker, so that I do not damage the sticker as such. So these are all hand illustrated original art by Jaime and Francesco, who are the folks behind Martinez Sticker Company. I'm so proud to be representing or wrapping for such a small business. I'm really loving my time on the team. It is such an amazing group of creative folks on there. Every time, with every spread, I get pleasantly surprised by how people combine those. And we all get to share what our freebie should be like, and they hand draws that for us. So my freebie is a tropical explosion with some tropical florals and some birds, a bird in fact. So I have used my freebie in a variety of ways, and it screams summer and it screams tropics. So that is that side. And I do not like to throw these papers, these scraps. You never know when that will come in handy. So that is one side of the Dutch door all done. So let us kind of see where we can bring in some interest here. So this is the, yeah, so I'm just lining up the scalloped washi. This is from Doodlebug, but you can get very similar ones from Planything if you would like to check that out. The shop is linked below. And I'm trying to make it fairly quick, to be very, very honest. So let me see. So we used these two florals. So when you flip, it is these two that we need to use. And it will be easy since we already have that cut. So it is, that's kind of the beauty when you have matching stickers, right? Yeah. So you have, I'm trying to see how we can line that up. No, it should be this way. Or did I mess it up? See what I mean? You have the exact same thing, so that it is just a matter of lining it up and sticking it down. So you have that side done, and we have this one here, which is also perfectly symmetrical, so just like so. I did not cut it straight, so see how crooked that part is. But don't worry about the non-straight. We just move that aside so that I don't get confused to where I need to place them. So just lining that up. So what do we have here? Let's see what other thing I can bring in to create some interest. Sorry if there are a couple of noises in the background because I have been trying to avoid, but some of the, again, some of the vehicles going outside seem to be extra loud today. And I think there is some cleaning outdoor that is happening. So if you happen to hear some conversations, that is what they are. So that is that side pretty much done. So this is one way of bringing in all those colors. And we can, yeah, we do have some of those. Which ones did we pick? So this side we use this, and yes, we use this, and we used this. So just picking the symmetrical ones, and it should be easy peasy. Yep, so that is done. And this side we have some spider there, so that is done. It need not be exactly the same, right? So should we have another layer here? Maybe, right? Yeah, might as well. So this is, yeah, why don't we just do it like, yes. So just lining it up around that one, and if we can, we could, yeah, just lining it up like so, and a couple of boxes, and we should be done with, I did not cut it straight again. That happens because there are no lines to guide you, right? Sometimes it does happen. And a couple of those spiders too. So that's the side entirely done. So let's try and replicate that on this side. So we will try and do it without the washi tape. Let's see. So it is this one. It's just a matter of covering up these areas that you think are there. So just trying to make sure that since this side is purple, I'm trying to bring some oranges. That's the orange colors. That's all there is. Too nothing more strategic than that. Just keeping it simple. Just going off the page and yeah, and we do have one big element here which we can use right next to this to cover up some of that white space, and we have these two, and we could use it in the corner like so, or we could use it here just to cover up some of that space. Let's save this one. And what else can we have? Yeah, something, a few spiders for sure, but before that I think we'll need something else too. So that is our right. I'm just, as you can see, I'm just trying to fill those bigger spaces, and the smaller spaces we can always bring in that spider, those spiders I mean. Just using that scrap here, and then let's bring in the spiders. Just filling in those areas. Just trying to use the bigger spider so that with one we might be done. See what I mean? Yeah, so that is that side, and I'll trim off that leg that is sticking out. And I think we are pretty much done. We'll throw in some boxes. Just keeping it very, very minimally decorative. And then, yeah, let me just grab the boxes. I don't quite swear, so I really am not comfortable with having swear words in my journals. So that is the reason why you will not see a lot of that being used in my planners. And these are all the functional boxes that came out. And yeah, we'll bring this one. It's slightly different. Do we have any more purples left? I think I should print some more because, yeah, this is all I have. It's my daily journal, so it is quickly becoming my favorite these days. It's a perfect way for me to kind of unwind and do something that's best for my mental wellness, is to get it all out on paper, whether it be on the day-to-day stuff or whether it be something as silly as something kids did. Just I do my best to get to these at least once a day, so that is a great way of getting it all out. And so my printer ink was running a bit off, so that is the reason why you have a dark blue code sheet, which I don't mind at all because, yeah, I think it goes with this color scheme. So this is one of the very easy Dutch doors, something quick, simple, and yet so fun. And this is, I'm just going to line up the edges, and it is going to be really pink and orange and nice and cute. So just going to line up the edges like so that it can look nice and cute. Just trying to line up those cuties. And this is another way of bringing in some of those colors and yet keeping it really functional. I'm just lining the edges, just trying to make sure I have those evenly spaced out, you know. Just something quick and simple. I will try and do the weekly things that same week, because sometimes people would like to see it. I used to fast forward it, but looks like people are keen on watching the real thing in real life being put together. So just trying to keep it as real as possible. And yeah, just trying to mix and match what we have here. So it was, I'm trying to use just the exact same, but in, if you can see, this is going on this side and the other ones are going at the bottom. So just keeping it simple, and these would also make perfect Dutch doors. But the problem with these images is that it is really, especially with these typewriter fonts and all that, it is a hassle if you have to flip them, because you have to flip individually, take out the text and then flip it, because otherwise it is not going to be looking nice if you have the lettering also inverted. So just using all the stickers in here, and the reason I'm silent is I'm trying to make sure that I do not want it to be exactly the same, but then again, I want to make sure that I am spacing it out. So it is another quick way of bringing in all those colors, but then keeping it functional. Or you know what I should have done? Yeah, some days I feel like I need more space. I hope it comes out in one piece. Yeah. Let me just take off the backing here so that I can just put it down wherever I feel like it and not have to worry about where I go place them, right? Suddenly it struck me that I can also use a Dutch door here, something quick and simple. I should have just waited and figured that out, because for the first one I did have an idea in mind. For this one I just jumped right into action. So probably something I should have done a bit of a homework on, which I'm okay with. That's how we learn. Do you know what I'm going to do here? So once I take off all the stickers, I'm just making sure I see the straight line from across the page before I go ahead and cut it. And you will see what I'm doing here. Sorry, that was a bit out of frame. So cutting the top and the bottom flaps to ensure that those stickers in the back page are also visible. And then comes the Dutch door. Can you see that Dutch door now? So that is what I'm going to do here. Something quick, simple, and yet fun to look at, and a nice interactive element. So I'm just trying to line that up and just trying to replicate what we have going on at the top and then the bottom, and that's all. So it is the hocus pocus. You see where I'm going with this one? If you have seen a lot of the stuff, you know that this is how the simplest of Dutch doors get created. I had done similar ones in a couple of my spreads, and also in my reading journal I had used this. So if you had not seen that, I will link that here. So next, I think I will go ahead and decorate the bottom. I was not planning to make it another Dutch door scene, but looks like it is coming together fairly quick. I cut through the pages. Yes, of course. Sometimes I do get clumsy, and sometimes it's that angle I hold it in because I do not want to stick my head into this, and it is a further away, so that is another reason why it gets in the way. So let's fill some of those white spaces. I unfortunately do not have another sheet that I have printed, so otherwise I could have used all those scraps to kind of fill those areas, some of the white space sticking in. Let us try and fill that to the best of our ability. So why don't we just bring some of the glitter boxes? Yeah, might as well, right? Glitter shapes. Let's use the pinks in here. So we'll go for the slightly bigger ones. So this is the pink and this is the orange. Yep. And you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off at Oct2024 also. Adding a black circle as well to bring it all together, since we have a lot of those typewriter fonts and those black elements in the spiders and the stars. So that should pull it together. And the next side, we will bring in some of the foiled boxes. And so this time I'm going with black, pink, and gold. Again, making those small clusters for some extra highlights of the week or something special that happened during the day or the week. So if I am not happy with one page, I can use up another. So I think that is pretty much the next week all done, slightly more, but I'm really glad how it turned out. And I'm just keeping it very, very simple here. So 2 separate Dutch doors that you can do quick and simple once you have all your supplies figured out. So this is one of the Dutch doors. So just came and rounded the corners here. Rounded the corners on these pages. So that comes off like so, and then I have these pages, and I absolutely hate when the corners are like so sharp. So something really quick and simple, and I think it is really cute. So that is our second Dutch door in this. And you know what? Since I already have this, this is the wilted violet. These guys are practically living on my table these days, bringing in some of those colors. Nothing too elaborate, just a dusting here. Just a slight dusting, just around the edges. That's pretty much all done. So let me know how you like these two creative Dutch doors in my daily journal. I kept a lot of I did lose a lot of the writing space in this one, but once in a while I tend to do that. That's what we have. Let me know what you think. I will link all the shops and products I mentioned down in the description so that you can check it out. And I will also, you know what, now that we have it here, just dusting this part so that it can look a bit separate from the other space. Just here, just around the edges so that it can actually look slightly different. Yeah, just a tad bit, just a slight dusting around the edge, and it will actually look much better. So that's all for now, and hope you come hang out with me on Instagram. I'll have all my details down in the description, and I will link all the shops I mentioned along with all the codes and shopping links for you to pick up any of these if you would like. Let me know which of these two Dutch doors you like better. And these are all printables. I will link both the shops as well if you want to pick it up. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.